Just a second, so I can empty out this, put it in the dryer. But seriously though, you should have heard her. She said, I have an idea. When she's sitting there helping me with this hamper.
That's good.
Not in so many words, but I understand what you want.
Hey, bud. Hold on. Hold on, buddy. Hold. Stop grabbing everything. Damn.
Dominic! Stop it!
Can we not yell right now? Maybe shut the door. All right. Okay, little man. We're not playing the grab everything game. We're not doing that. Okay. What's up, everybody? How we doing? I got my little man with me right now because wife is doing laundry. We're keeping it simple because I haven't had a chance to really comb through the markets. Been trying to work on computer to make sure it'll stay live for this whole time. If it goes down randomly in this live, I'm not going live again because I've been dealing with this thing all day. It's been rough, been real rough. But anyways, poor XRP holders, yo, I heard the banks are just making their own crypto instead of using XRP. Weird. Hello, micro human. That's funny. Here's a little man wants to say hello. You want to say hi? Hi. Hi. Yeah? Want to say hello? Okay. Alright. Oh, what's up, Crypto Cruise? How you doing? How you doing? Alrighty. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Solana, Doge, XRP, FET, and AVAX. Because FET and AVAX kind of look interesting to me. This is the current trade I'm in, which apparently to get this thing to stable itself out, I had to close my exchanges, which don't know why that worked, but yeah, closing the Weeks exchange and the Buy DeFi exchange, now we're not having issues. So there it is. Porky, do Bitcoin. I will. You know, great request, Pepe. I love it. So yeah, right now I'm in a trade for SPX. So SPX on the daily, looking pretty dead, looking down and dirty. But the thing I like is this level up here, 116.04, has only been tested once. After we fell through it, we tested it once, came down. I would love a second test. Would absolutely love that. Your wife must be transparent because your kid got none of your melanin. No, you gotta realize I'm only half black and half white. So he came out just right. He's only a quarter on the black side. Only a quarter. Her genes are clearly dominant ones. Well, yeah, 100% Romanian. Dominant. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They're talking about him being white.
And? What's wrong with that?
You have the dominant genes.
Oh, yeah. Apparently he's a redhead.
What?
Mom's convinced.
I doubt it.
Mike, if you look at my hair is pretty light too, especially if it's in the sun a lot.
Like fair enough, yeah. Come here, little girl.
Ada, say, I have an idea. Idea.
Come here, honey. Oh, and then here's my little girl. Say hi.
Hi. Hey. She got her tools from helping me build something. Mom. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go run.
You want to say hi? And then here's my nephew. Wants to say hi.
Let's go down. Ada, let's go. Okay. Come on. Up.
Go. Out.
Bye.
Get out.
Bye.
Stay out. No argument from her that she has the dominant genes. Yeah. Alright, so you guys got to say hi to the whole gang. But, yeah, either way, so what I'm looking at here, and I mentioned this inside of the Discord, guys, things that are extraordinarily far away from their 50 simple moving averages on the daily y'all should probably pay attention to those, because very often, wow, late boy, yeah, I'm late. I'm real late. Nice fan, bro. Thank you, Clayton. I do appreciate that. Huge family stream here. They're all fighting bedtime right now. So, so yeah, when you're this overextended from all of your moving averages on the daily, the price likes to get closer to those moving averages. So I'm betting to the upside since we're so far gone to the downside. So we'll see how this goes. We're kind of getting support off this really weird area back here. It was a daily level of support for one reason or another, but as long as we can stay above 63.42, this trade could actually manifest. The fact that you hit it once, twice, and now you're starting to catch a bounce, I'm thinking that at a bare minimum, we're going to get the 618, getting up to 95.45, and I'm kind of just swinging for the fence up here with a nice little bearish back test of previous, what was once acting as a support becoming a resistance. So that's what trade I'm in right now. But who knows, I'm probably going to get stopped out while sleeping again, because the market likes to do that to people. Is what it is. Is what it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin, see what it did, check out everything else, and go from there. But Bitcoin doing a great job, staying above $100,000. Great, awesome, love to see it. We might see some weird choppiness because I believe the 4-hour time frame has a high stochastic on the 4-hour. Still in that bearish control zone. We'll see. You just shorted ETH. Nice, nice. So still in that bearish control zone. However, we could see something weird as it tries to test the neutral territory. So we could get a little spike up tomorrow, up to 108,352. How far we dip down overnight, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking tomorrow going up to that 108,352 seems like a decent bet. We'll see how the market decides to play it. The 1-hour time frame has an opportunity of taking over tonight, but it might take over some weird late hour that we all don't realize, and then we just get to wake up and see green markets. Or, on the flip side, you could have the market makers saying, hey, we got new liquidity, and they start selling off again. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I can't imagine we don't touch that supply line. Yeah, we probably will. Probably will. But I don't know if we're going to touch it right away. So let's go ahead and check out that liquidation heat map. And here's why. A lot of liquidity sitting overhead. A lot. Noted we have liquidity sitting right below us too. So it seems like the market is a little mixed on their feelings. However, to the upside, 76 million sitting up there. To the downside, 69 million. So there is a little bit more liquidity to the upside than the downside right now on the 24-hour time frame. Checking out our weekly, all upside. On the weekly, all your liquidity is to the upside. There's hardly anything to the downside, so it makes more sense for them to start trying to go after all the shorts, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, my SPX trade is now in danger. It's in danger. It needs an adult. I'm only up 7%. I shouldn't be up 7%. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm down 12%. Just needed some time to refresh there. Down 13% on the trade. Oh no! We're going to lose it all. It's going to go to 0. 100% going to 0. Anyways. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing out of Bitcoin right now. Could see a little overnight pullback, and then maybe we see a little bit of a rally on Thursday. Tonight is the full moon. I'm wondering where this full moon energy is, where the moon boys at. They're not buying anymore. They just allowed all the shorts to cover and give us a little bit of a bounce. Maybe we get a confirmation low, then it rallies. Who knows? Who freaking knows at this point? All we know is that the markets got devastated, and now we're seeing if they want to devastate it some more. Moving on to Ethereum. There. So Ethereum right now, honestly, on the 1 hour, it looks like solid consolidation. You're back above the VWAP. You're above the 50 simple moving average on the 1 hour. Your stochastics in neutral territory. Could go up, could go down. You got options. You got options. I hate to say it, but if I were trading this, I would be looking at this as a trend reversal, looking for another leg up. Reason being, simply because you have a nice little bounce, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's see what happens, because this could be your first lower high, but I'm unconvinced. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. Once again, we could get that confirmation low, ruin all the longs once again, and then they all have a terrible Christmas, and they stop trying to trade till the end of the year. Chipperton wants XDC. Sure, we'll check it out. XDC. We will check it out. Alrighty then. By the way, you put in what? Is that a request? Yo, what's up, Charles? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, Rich, is that a request? I don't know if that's a ticker or not. I actually have no idea what that is. So this area was acting as a resistance. It could come down, tested as support. 3,361. Looks like it could happen. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. Interesting to see. Interesting to see. Moving right along. Oh, I always go for common retraces, so if you guys are wondering where I think ETH could go in the meantime, in between time, I'm thinking we get up to 3,587, just as a nice common retrace, getting up to that 618, and then we'll see where it goes from there. My only one that thinks Sui is new Luna. I have no idea. What's up, Fun Token? Would you? Huh? Bovine, I am very unsure of what you just typed right there. Fun Token, would you? I'm so confused. No, I posted a liquidity chart in Discord because there seems to be more below. Interesting. Not on the weekly, only on the I don't know. It looks like there's more on the daily to the upside. But that's just my interpretation of the chart, man. Just my interpretation. Anyways, moving on from Ethereum. So Ethereum right now, I'm still bullish on it. We have a bullish cross of our moving averages on the 15. I'm thinking we get a nice little move up. The idea here is that from where we're at right now, we could see this thing rally up another 4.86%. It's a possibility. Would you trade Fun Token? Oh, I don't know. I've never looked at it. If the chart looked good enough, yeah, sure. Why not? Fudge Fun Token lab. Okay, interesting. Pump Fun, do you mean? No, he's bringing a Fun Token, man. I don't know. It could be a token. There's so many random S coins out there that I can't follow. I can't follow them. I just can't. There's more coming out every day. Impossible for me to keep up. Just impossible. XRP about to take off. Oh, silver. Loving his XRP-ness. XRP-ness for the silver right there. Happy birthday, COD4. Turned 18 yesterday. Did it really? Holy smokes. That's crazy. It's wild. XRP Army represent. Wow. I mean, XRP Army, y'all are wild to me. You're absolutely wild. You can get so much news about how everyone can now utilize the stablecoin on XRP's network, and you're still like XRP all the way. That's dedication. That is dedication. I'll tell you what. that's a level of dedication I just don't understand. Alright, so right now Solana is still looking like it's in dire straits, looking like it's trying to get a bounce. If we do bounce up, I'm thinking it's going to be a little difficult to get above 180. So 180 would be my target at the moment. So if this does get a nice little rally up, we're looking for about 12.3%. And that would be a bearish backtest of not only that 180 level that was acting as a support, also bearish backtest of the 200 daily moving average. Really got to get back above that 200, but for now, some people might be looking for a little bounce trade here. However, the 4-hour stochastic is what has me worried. This could send us even lower. So with the 4-hour, if they decide to dump on us, if they decide to just keep on selling, 111's looking real nice. Would be a little rough to deal with. But yeah, 111, that's what we're looking at. Can you look at Doge LTC? Looking for a target to swap my minted Doge into LTC? Asked Damien, but he ignored me. That's pretty funny. Yeah, we'll check that out for you. Doge / LTC. Got you covered. Figures. Oh boy. Hey man, not everybody can read chat like me, alright? If me reading chat equated to likes, we would already have 19 likes. But it doesn't, so we probably have way fewer. Alright, anyways. So Solana, still looking for that little bounce to the upside. 4 hour looking a little scary. 1 hour trying to give us some hope. It's trying really hard. So we're going to be looking for the higher low situation. Porky got you. I don't know what the 7 is. We got 7 likes. Oh god. Why am I even live? Why did I fight so hard to go live? God damn. Terrible. So if it does pull back, I'm going to be looking for a lot of support between 152.82 and 149.77. If we get that pullback down in here, might be some really good opportunities to jump in and the possible run up to 180. I'm liking your timing on each short. Nice. Nice. Just be careful out there. Just be careful. Remember, market's pretty oversold. Your advantage after deep sell-offs like that in only one green day, the advantage is still to the upside. So, if they decide to send it down again, honestly, it's just everyone should stop trading until the new year because they don't give a flying F about this market. They don't care at all. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing out of Solana overnight. Maybe we come down a little bit, but I'm thinking higher low situation, then rally to 180. Let's go into Dogecoin. Doge. I'm expecting BTC to come back to 101.2 and bounce. You're thinking you're for the confirmation low, huh? That's what you're thinking? It's a possibility. 100% possibility. I wouldn't rule it out. I would just think that a lot of people, as they see this red right now, they're probably loading up their shorts. Like, oh, here we go again. We're going down. And then the bots can just take over and rally straight into the moon. So, I personally would be nervous to be taking out shorts right now. Just personally, that's me. But who knows? I always can be wrong. Always can be wrong. Looking at Dogecoin, still looking for that 16% move to the upside, getting a 618 golden retrace, looking for that 19 cents. If by 101.2 you mean 98k, I agree. Oh boy, we even got Hulk in here being bearish again. Oh no, the bears are back, baby. We see a hint of red, and we're like, up, send it to Valhalla, baby. It's only a 15x Eve. Oh, nice, nice. Keeping it reasonable. So yeah, Dogecoin, we are waiting to see, but the 1 hour stochastic resetting so nicely. Still could come down a bit. I would really like to see it stay above 15,824. If you can stay above that, that's great. Just let it rally. Just let this thing breathe a little bit. It just wants to go for a jog, man. Alright, this one's for the XRP army. XRP army. Let's see what we're doing here. Everybody is so excited for XRP these days. I'm bullish, just bullish from 98k. That's pretty funny. Alrighty, so looking at XRPness. On the daily, you can see we are now starting to curve up. We do have a level that was acting as some form of support. I believe it was on the 4 hour. Thing we're going to have to fight against. The death cross is imminent. So the buyers better step in here soon, because death cross imminent. You have bearishly backtested not once but twice on that 200 daily moving average. Gotta get some movement here. If you don't get some movement, well, lower prices could be coming. Lower prices could be coming, and I would be looking at the weekly time frame for your levels. So right now on XRP, the level that we need to stay above, right there, 191 and 91.7, whatever that is. But that's what we're looking to stay above. As of right now, we're doing all right. We're not doing great. We're doing all right. So level that was acting as support is currently struggling to hang on to. We'll see how it goes. What's the narrative on XRP these days, since Swift is just going to make their own shit? The narrative around XRP is, it's all about their stablecoin right now. All about the stablecoin. What are the changes? What are the chances this is the beginning of the bear market? Or do you still believe in the cycles? I would never expect the bear market to start in November. Normally it starts in December, January, that time frame. So I would never expect it to start in November if the cycle is the same. However, I am still hard stuck on this super cycle idea because of things that are going to transpire in the near future. So next year, we're looking at more rate cuts. We're looking at the Fed printing more money. We're looking at the money vacuum getting turned off in December. And then on top of that, you're getting people that are going to have more in tax returns. It's kind of the environment where it's like, if you go into 2026 with a bearish mindset, I think it's going to bite you in the ass. Yes, in the first quarter, it might be a bit of a pullback quarter just because of how hot the market's running right now, and there's so damn much debt. And, you know, maybe that could be a thing, but I'm still thinking, I'm thinking the retail might get re-injected into the system starting next year. So, yeah. And then you have pension plans that are constantly going to be feeding into the Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum ETFs, things like that. So I'm still on the idea of the super cycle, but once again, could be wrong. I know that Wall Street operates way different than retail, and every time I talk to a retail person, they're like, "You're wrong, you're stupid, 4-year cycle only." And anytime I hear somebody so definite on that one idea, I kind of know they're wrong. So we'll see how it goes. We'll just see how it goes. If I'm wrong, I'll eat it. I'll be like, hey, I was wrong. 4-year cycle's still on. Whatever. But if I'm right, I'll never hear from those people who said I was wrong ever again. Because all of them somehow just fade into nothingness and they never want to hear about it again. So, you know, people will be people. Yo, what's up, Master E? How you doing? Which sector is best? Or even stocks look the best? Oh boy, I don't know, man. Michael, I've been wanting to dive further and further into the stock market and see what sectors look best. I don't know, man. I'm thinking, so I've been dabbling a little bit. Like, I have some Intel stock. I got rid of my Nvidia stock. I actually put it into Intel before it went up 128%. But as for sectors, I'm thinking anything that's going to have to do with this whole AI boom. So data storage, cloud storage, anything that's going to improve computing power, semiconductors, that's what I'm leaning toward. Yeah, energy is probably pretty safe right now too. Energy is probably really safe right now. I'm not too versed in the stock world to understand, but I will say, after tax return season, start looking at things like McDonald's and Coca-Cola again, because, you know, as soon as people got a little spending money, they're going to want that little mouth pleasure of getting some bullshit in their system, especially if they couldn't afford it for a couple years. They're going to look at it as like a treat. Yeah, I think the fast food industry is going to take off again. I think any type of food and beverage companies should do really well after tax return season. So we'll see how that goes. Me too. I think we get 6-month bear market because some people are so used to 4-year cycle they will create a dump, but it will get bought up fairly quick. They may even buy the dip after selling. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I know I'm supposed to be doing TA on XRP here, but thing I'm just pointing out, XRP needs to try its best to stay above 233. If it can stay above 233, great. Maybe the death cross is just going to be a bad omen and it just rallies on. But if we look at the weekly, weekly's looking the worst. because if we continue what we're doing right now, you know, just you're below that 50 simple. You had a bullish engulfing week, and then you cleared the low. It's just not a good look. It's XRP. It's looking a little rough out here. So if you can get back above 258, great. But you really need to get above 276.34 and stay above it. That's when you can start being like, oh, I'm bullish on XRP, and you know, then it makes sense. But until then, you're kind of looking at this as like a giant range, and you're working your way down to the bottom of the range. So that's kind of the idea there. Let's see. Oh, geez, I'm missing a lot of chat here. Y'all are typing some fucking chapters. Anything all of retail agrees is going to happen is not going to happen. The entire crypto market cap is only 3.5 trillion. True. And we had Nvidia hit 5 trillion. Crazy, right? Look at STM. Did my take profit? Wait, did make a profit, but I think lower outlook. And today, first day is up. Let's check STM out for you. We'll check that out for you, no worries. Got into crypto August 2024. Been seeing different price predictions, and nothing has been even close, including Bitcoin. I'm trying to figure out at which point do we ditch these ideas and reevaluate any ideas. I always stick to my guns. I stick to it, man. I still think Solana's going to hit 3,000. The whole thing is, as I said that, I was like, this bull run, and I'm like, I just don't know when the bull run ends. That's the whole problem. So, like, good last. Let's see here. Mastery, BTC dumped after Bitcoin Core 30 went online. What's your opinion on open return? I don't even know what that means. Reading that, I just feel like you're showing how dumb I truly am. I don't even know. Dude, Sappin popped off. Nice, DZ. Did you make some profit from it? Did you get it? Mastery, you're talking Mastery about how I don't do mining. Yep, that's smart, because I don't do mining. But yeah, looking at this, XRP on the weekly, below the 50 simple moving average, not good. Really needs to get back above it. Being below it, it's really bad. Daily, it's showing you could rally, but this rally could just be another bearish backtest or another lower high. So get above that 258, otherwise I'll see you at 191.7. That's what I'm seeing at XRP. Let's check out FET. So Fetch AI, apparently they sorted out some of their issues with Ocean, and Ocean will not be dumping the $123 million worth of FET tokens. So I was like, oh, didn't realize that was the FUD. But looking at the daily here, thing I want to point out, how far away you are from that 50 simple moving average. Yes, you have a high stochastic, but if you look at your RSI, you're so deep in the depths of hell, you're thinking you're going to pop out of here one day. Fun about to go crazy. Hey, maybe. It's just a coincidence? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows, man? For me to know anything about mining, that's way outside of my wheelhouse. You would be definitely better off talking to JB or talking to Rich about anything mining related, because that I will definitely tell you I know nothing about it. Nothing at all. And if you want to talk about there's some form of manipulation coming, yeah, probably. There's probably manipulation everywhere. The entire crypto market cap is way too low. It's just way too low. Needs to get way fucking bigger. Alright, so right now with FET, if we can get a bullish backtest off of this 2092 level, I'm still looking for 24.4, but we could see this thing rally pretty gosh darn high. So from your low to high, this particular high up here, you have a 618 golden retrace sitting all the way at 66 cents. You would have to break out of your perpetual downtrend here, so this could take a really long time to actually transpire, but if AI keeps booming, FET might start moving. Anyways, as of right now, stay above 2092. That's all I ask. Stay above that. 4-hour stochastic looking a little bleak, but that's the market right now. So homogenous. Everything moving together as one. Nothing is getting a mind of its own, really. And things that do get their mind of their own, they pump, they dump, they're gone. It's so sad. FET, now we got AVAX. It's on my watch list. I should have just scrolled down to it. AVAX, this, I said in Discord, it looks great to me. That's because of the daily time frame. We're holding on to $16. We had a falling wedge. All we got to do is get back into the falling wedge. I'm thinking we're going to get an express ticket straight up to 23.77 and a bearish back test of the 200 simple moving average because we've only tested it once. So the fact that we only tested it once, I think it's going to go for a second test. And right now, the RSI and the stochastic RSI on the daily looks like you want to do that. This could be a 40 to a possible 44% move out of AVAX. I got some hopes for AVAX here. I think AVAX is going to do something, and who knows? Maybe it actually gets some hype back into it. We'll see. We'll see. Chinese used the Trump tariff on China news as a catalyst to rip away billions over leveraged longs. It had nothing to do with nodes. Most people don't know anything about nodes anyways. That's fair. Yeah, people don't really know anything about nodes. People don't even know about hash rate, to be honest. Alright, anyways, this is AVAX. I think it looks great. Let's get into your guys' requests, and then I can call it a night and go to sleep. We do! Hey, you guys do. Alright, Doge LTC. Maybe it's /LTC. I'm just going to hit enter. There we go. Doge /LTC. Why is it market cap? That's not what we're looking at. That's not, no. LTC Doge? Nope. Doge LTC. You can do the Bitcoin comparative. You can't do the Litecoin comparative. Can you? Yeah, I can't do the Litecoin comparative, JB. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to say. Closest thing we can do to that is compare them both to Bitcoin and go from there. What rubbish is this? People in crypto are mostly just gambling charts on perps. They don't have a clue. Shit works. True. True. Put the slash. Bro, I did. This is what it came out with. It's market cap. So, I don't know what to tell you here. Doge /LTC. It's 701 million. Like, I don't really get why it's market cap. But either way, we'll check it out this way, I guess. We'll do this chart. So we got a level of support and resistance back there, holding as support. So it looks like your great entry is sitting around this 597.48 million. Because that makes sense in dollars and cents, right? Giving me shit over here. Anyways, we are kind of stuck in a range, but we're getting close to the bottom of the range on the weekly. Weekly doesn't look bad. Looking at the daily, oh yeah, I was confused. That's why I asked. That's funny. Yeah, no, this is it's market cap. So me looking at market cap, I'm like, how's this gonna help? I don't understand. It's like the difference between the two market caps because what? I don't know, man. But you're in a downtrend right now. 597.48 million is the target as of right now, and the level you want to break above before you can just throw that idea out the window is 793.44 million. So there's that. I hope that helped you out. I can't do TA on this. I just can't. You had bullish divergence, you had the higher low, and you got disrespected. So I would be thinking you're going to come down and test this. I thought it went higher. It would be better time to swap Doge for LTC. No, so you would have to compare both the Dogecoin and the LTC to Bitcoin charts and then figure out which one looks better compared to Bitcoin. That's really all you could do. Or you do the USDT trading pairs and you figure out which one looks better. That would kind of be it. Alrighty, XDC. What is salt? No idea. Not a clue, man. Ew, XDC. God, go down and touch the bottom at least. Like, what are we doing? I can do that? Yeah. Yeah, you just compare those two. Okay. So, positive on XDC, you got bullish divergence on the daily. That's good. You're waiting for a higher low, you're waiting for a breakout, you're waiting for something to happen. Other than that, you're in this absolute massive consolidation pattern, and I wouldn't even feel comfortable with trying to take out any type of leverage trade until you're touching the bottom trend. Get to the supply line, or yeah, demand line? Supply line down here, and then start jumping into it. Look at SALT chart. I will check it out for you. Don't worry. I will check her out for you. But looking at this on the daily, we have two levels right now that would be of interest. We got this one right here. Make sure I got that right. There you go. And then you got this one right here. So it's starting to look like if you can get into this range down here for XDC, that might be a really good buying opportunity. Just might be. If you cannot get into this range and it rallies up, you're going to want to see it break to the upside, make a higher high than this high, break out of the downtrend, and then hold support up here. It's one or the other. As of right now, this is like a no trade zone. You don't look at it, you don't care, because it could literally go anywhere. So yeah, XDC, it's one of those weird ones. You're catching a bounce. If you manage to test this and you're unable to break above, great area to take a short, because what was once acting as a support becoming a resistance, now you have a level below you that you should look for a test. That might be the opportunity that you're looking for, where you can short this puppy all the way down, and then the short at that point you would be looking for something like this, 21% downside if we were still bearish. But as of right now, maybe you get an 8.9% move to the upside and a bearish backtest. Just maybe. Each short was great timing. Isn't this like the second time you said that? It's wild. Alrighty, going in the 4 hour. Yeah, that 4 hour is looking a little rough. But you can see, high stochastic, still getting a nice green candle. This is just what oversold looks like, and people just decide to push it up. They're looking for resistance. That's really all it is. So I got lucky, basically. Hey, man. You're looking at the charts. You gotta learn sometime, right? What do I think about QBTS? No idea, actually. I'll see. QBTS. We'll check it out. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm on day 2 of the Z pack, and earlier today, I swear to God, I was smelling vision. It's I haven't had my lungs and nasal passages this opened up in years. Absolutely crazy. I even got like lightheaded while jogging around from the car to my front door, and I was like, what the hell is this? Wife tells me, oh, you're just not used to the airflow. That's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. So yeah, Z-Pack putting in work, baby. Anyways, currently shorting it on 2x. QBTS, shorting it on 2x. Dang, you must have a lot of capital in there. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on from XDC. It's looking like this 8.91% could happen if you get stopped there. I don't know that you will, but if you do, then you're looking for another 21% downside. Okay? Just mentally prepare. It's going to be alright. You're still going to be able to eat cereal in the morning. It's okay. Anyways, Going to the next one, we got STM. STM, is this a stock? It has to be a stock. What the hell is STM? There it is. Okay. Oh, that is why I have like 8 bottles of that in your stash. That's pretty funny. No, it's a whoo. It's the first time I've ever taken it. Golly, this thing is a game changer. Okay, I've been here before. Ugh. On the weekly. Golly, that is not great. You lost your demand line. You bearishly backtested it once, twice, and now you're making a lower low. This doesn't look good. This looks really bad. Looks like you're gonna get a confirmation low type bad. Oh no. Yeah, not ideal here. Could be coming down to 2073. Ugh. This looks gross. So you could be coming down 13.69% more. Even though you were positive on the day. This, ugh, God. Did you see the Brett request? No, I totally missed it, actually. I could not see it. I'm sorry. Take some probiotics when you finish the Z-Pack. I take probiotics every day. I will do that. Do you think it's going to make me constipated or what? Brett. We'll check out Brett next. But this one right here, not looking fantastic. Even if you do get a rally to the upside, you're looking for a bearish backtest of the 200 simple moving average. I don't know what this company did wrong, but 13.69% more to the downside seems about right. You are getting deep into this bearish control zone. You're not quite oversold, but, you know, it helps me to regain my natural bacteria. That's true. I know that. I just don't know if the Z-Pack destroyed it all or not. Wait, should I stop taking my probiotics? Broad spectrum antibiotic, which means it doesn't discriminate what it kills. I understand. I gotcha. Good and bad. Got it. No worries. No worries. Oh, I can still take them? It's fine? Good. Because I ain't going to stop. And I just bought a crap ton more yogurt today. So yeah, no, as I get ready for season, I gut health is kind of important, you know. Kind of important, especially considering the amount of damage that I'm about to do to my body in season. Not on the field, but in the bar. Oh, man. So yeah, even if you rally tomorrow, I'm thinking it's going to be really hard for you to get above 25.46. This thing just looks destined for downside right now. Just not a good look for STM. SOLT. SOLT. Let's check it out. Oh, it's a 2x Solana ETF. Is that what we're looking at? Or are we looking at the Soltech Energy Sweden? Okay, I think it's the same thing. Okay, let's check this thing out. It's so new. It's so very new. Your computer works now? Nice. Barely. It barely works right now. I had to close down my my exchanges. It's such a shame. Close the exchanges. Alrighty. Interesting on this one. So, you're getting a nice reset on your RSI in the daily. Considering this is tied directly to Solana, you are going to think if Solana goes up, this thing's going up for sure. If Solana goes down, well, this thing will go down also. As of right now, we can only play it based off this high to this low. So as of right now, we're looking for this right here. Getting us back up to 1660 to 1756. Only reason we have 1756 is because of this peak right here that acted as a resistance right here as well. So this is an area that we do have to pay attention to. It just looks like we got to the bottom of the zone, and if we're catching a bounce here, you could see a nice little run to the upside. So this could be a beautiful 42% move to the upside, and I don't think many people would care. I think it'll be alright. You don't need to take probiotics every day, though. The good bacteria naturally reproduce and don't need constant replenishment unless you have some gut issues, alcoholism, or antibiotic usage. I do drink beer daily. I mostly, you know those little Yerk drinks? I usually drink one of those every day. I got A's in microbiology. It was my favorite class. Nice. But yeah, those little Yerk drinks, I drink one of those every day. Solana ETF? What is salt? Yeah, this is a Solana 2X ETF. Somebody requested it, Damien. Somebody requested it. But we are moving on to Brett. Alright, Brett. I mean, you're trying. On the daily, you're trying to put in some bullish divergence. Now you just need the higher low. You need a higher high, higher low. You need something to start happening. As of right now, you've cleared all your lows, your all-time lows. So, it's not very great. Not very great. We will see what it does getting back up to this level at 0.2469. If you can't break that, bleak. To say the least, it looks bleak. Markets are pulling back a bit farther than I expected. I'm going to get out of my SPX trade. I'm down 31%. Don't really want to stick this one out. I'm gonna close it. I'm going to get into a trade in the morning. You know, live to fight another day, y'all. Live to fight another day. I don't know how low this thing wants to go. That's a problem with these markets right now. So indecisive. Anyways. So, right now, level to stay above, 0.2131. If we can stay above it, great. Awesome. Love to see it. I would be looking for this golden retrace right here, using this peak. Coming up to 2.537 would be my target. This would be my target. So looking at this, 16% upside possible, but bids need to come in. Otherwise, it's going to look terrible. Let's look at Palantir and TQQQ. Okay. PLTR TQQQ. We'll check them out. It doesn't hurt. You can take as much as you want. It'll just shit most of it out. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I just want the enzymes to be there. You know? So when I need them, they're putting in something. They're doing something. It's better to have too many than none at all, right? Most bullish coin for the night. No idea, DZ. I just got out of my trade, so I have no idea. I'm taking requests. Whole market's pulling back. We'll see when we see anything go up. How are you doing, Porky? I'm doing pretty good. Pure Path, how you doing? Alrighty. So yeah, this is what I see out of Brett. It's the 4-hour stochastic. That is the thing scaring most of the market right now, more than likely. It's gonna want to reset. We don't know if it's gonna reset lower or if we're gonna reset higher. If we're looking at Brett right now, and I was just trading the 4-hour, I would be looking at this as a lower high, and I'd look for the continuation to the downside. And my downside target, that would be nasty. 17.43. I would be looking for something like this. That would be a 19% drop from where you're at. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully the lower time frames and the daily help out. But it's not looking good right now. Not looking good. Have I done Link? I have not done Link. We will do that. Oh, did I mention I timed perfect ETH short? No, you didn't. Congratulations. I remember having one good trade also. What's your outlook? 4 months? Where you think the market will be at? No idea. Honestly, 4 months, probably down. Because that'll take us into the new year. You get the New Year's sell-off. Yeah, probably down. Probably just not great. Alrighty. So we're going to see if bids start coming in. It looks as if Bonk wants to start catching some bids. Bitcoin's struggling out here, so the whole market is struggling right now. We'll see what happens. I'm still on the bullish side. I still think we need to retrace a lot higher. But I can also understand why capital just doesn't want to come flowing into the market. They're probably just like, nah, this thing's way too manipulated. I'm not touching it. So it makes sense. Anyways, that was Brett. Let's go ahead and check out Palantir. Palantir Technologies. Alright, are the robots coming for us today or tomorrow? Looking at the weekly. Weekly looks ridiculous. Ridiculous. Did anyone look at earnings after the close? Did not. So Palantir, it hit the $200 mark. Great job, Palantir, hitting a lot of sell pressure on the weekly for that. We are so deep in this bullish control zone. However, we had our triple bearish divergence, canceled it out for new bearish divergence. So that's fun. This pullback was your reset, and then you ran it. Oh my god. So weekly looking still really strong. Haven't gotten a lower high. Your daily's trying to reset already? Oh my god. Sure. So 2 levels to look out for Palantir. Can you stay above 186.76? If you can, awesome. But if you come back down to this level down here at 171, find support and then rally, I think that's the reset that most people would be looking for before trying to send this thing into the freaking atmosphere. But as of this moment, let's say you catch bids from here, you could find yourself going up anywhere between 197 to as high as 224. I personally would never try purchasing something this high, but Palantir apparently never goes down. Nvidia TA? Sure, we'll check it out. We just need manipulation in the right direction. You know, there is nothing preventing Saylor from buying on the market instead of OTC. That's true. That's true. But I think his ability to borrow is starting to slow down. So I think that might be a little bit of the problem. But yeah, your daily time frame, there's a solid possibility Palantir goes up 5%. Do you know this company, ABTC? I have no idea what that company is. Not a darn clue. But yeah, this could be what Palantir is doing. However, what I would appreciate is Palantir coming down. Coming back down into this range at least. But let's face it, if it loses this uptrend that it's in, oh boy, the dip is going to be real. So this is the current uptrend that we're looking at right now. Right there. Your current uptrend. So if you lose this uptrend, then it's going to be a little bit of a big deal. Because then you can start looking at this as an opportunity at a 618 golden retrace. Getting you all the way back down to 144.11. We'll see if that happens. As of right now, it's a stock market. They're doing everything they can to keep funneling money into the stock market. So I would think 5 to 19% upside. There's a beast of the stock market. My biggest individual stock holding at the moment. Nice. Nice. But yeah, just pay attention to this demand line here. If you break the demand, ooh, could get dark real quick. Real quick. This thing is so high. So high. Some might even say overvalued. Why don't you know when one of the richest families in the U.S. on ABTC? Oh, I don't pay attention to anybody that's really wealthy. I need to live my own life. If I start paying attention to what the Joneses are doing, I might actually get miserable. I don't pay attention to them. Yeah, one of the richest families in the U.S. Yeah, I could care less, honestly. I don't know how the stock market works, but my 401k is up a lot, so I won't exit, right? Did you do Dog and Me SQD? Of course not. Of course not. Nobody asked for it. What indicators do you use? I use the stochastic RSI, the RSI, bullish and bearish. I use the 50 and the 200 simple moving averages and the VWAP. Those ones. Currently TQQ. Oops. TQQ is doing great. Really great. It not only hit that 57%, but now we are looking for if the bit. Holy shit! Actually, it looks like it's gonna do it. Looks like next target 160. Holy crap! If this market stays as bullish as it is, 160 is our target. Sheesh. Didn't realize TQQ was doing so well. Let's check it out on the weekly. Okay, weekly is getting a bit on the overbought side. I would love to see it pull back down to that 95, 92 level, but it just might not do it because we're at the end of the year and yeah, they like to blast things off. Trump's son's on ABTC. I still don't know what ABTC is. His son also has World Liberty Financial. His son also does a lot of random things that I don't follow. But yeah. 160.45 is your target right now. It's crazy. That is crazy. I think this one is if the Supreme Court rules tariffs are illegal. Yeah, TQQ is probably going to fly straight up to 160. Nothing's stopping it. It's just going straight up there. All right. QBTS. QBTS. It's nice to see assets that actually go up. Glad I made these stock market requests for us to see. All right. All right. What is this? Hold on. QBTS. It is a stock. Got it. Got it. D-Wave Quantum Inc. Golly. We went well above the stratosphere, didn't we? Jesus. It's getting ready to go again? Oh my god. I can see that now. Yeah. Yeah. That's wild. Oh, let's check the weekly. If the weekly looks bad, we're looking for downside. Yeah, it looks kind of bad. We got the little one back. Hi, bud. Hi. What's up? Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go? Alright, you go right here. You go right here. Well, I guess at this point, let's clean up the chart. Let's make it all clean and shiny. So on the weekly, the main problem you have is your main support, 1960. That's it's not ideal. You had a bearish engulfing weekly candle. You tried to rally last week, and now you're just getting sold off again. QBTS, if you come down to 1960, might be a good opportunity to get in. But as of right now, the biggest hurdle you're going to have, 39.51. Going into your daily time frame, it does look like it's trying to catch bids. However, this is a very lackluster rally right here, and you are entering into that bearish control zone. However, the way this looks, it honestly could go up or down. Up or down. There's a better option out there. American Bitcoin, NASDAQ, ABTC, It is a combination Bitcoin Treasury and Bitcoin mining company that went public via all stock merger in September. Eric Trump is co-founder and chief. Oh, interesting. Wait. Hold on. TA's music to my ears. Hold on. Is this that like Alt 5 thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Sorry. Gosh.
Is that Alt 5 thing? Or is that a separate company? I can't keep up with how many things they're doing. Because if it's that Alt 5 nonsense, I thought that was a scam. Realistically, I thought it was a scam. As soon as you see that they're like, oh yeah, we're going to be issuing stock, and then we're going to be buying crypto assets. Which ones? Crypto assets. The fuck you mean, crypto assets? So yeah, it felt a lot, like really scammy when I saw that. I just... The alarm bells of crypto were ringing in my head. So loud. It didn't look good. Alright, so this right here, I would be pretty damn bearish on if we didn't make 3 consecutive higher lows. Tomorrow's open is going to be a really big deal. If you open higher, then I'm thinking you continue the rally. But if you open lower, if you open down, this thing could fall all the way down to 19. What are your top 5? Holdings long term? How old is your son now? Not them? Okay. My son is... Golly. Let's see, we're in November. So on the 20th, he will be 10 months? 10 months. Yeah. And top 5 holdings for crypto, I would say right now it is Bitcoin, Solana, golly, AVAX, I think is in the top 5. Maybe Aave, and then I don't know what my 5th one would be. I don't know what my 5th one is. 5th one, it could literally be Sonic. It could be what's it called? Optimism. Could be Uniswap. It's something with a DEX, honestly. It's one of those. I'm not sure. I don't hold that much ETH. I really don't. I probably should, but I just don't hold that much ETH. It's not in my top 5. I have some ETH. I just don't have that much. I don't play around in the ETH ecosystem. I used to hold a lot of BNB token, but it's not in my top 5 anymore. Those guys are already rich, and they aren't going to jail. That's true. They're not. They'll get a quick pardon. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have gotten out of my SPX trade. Damn, we're catching bids. So yeah, QBTS, I'm not bullish, but I'm also not like really bearish yet either, because you're just kind of stuck in this weird little zone here. If you break to the downside of 28.58, awesome. Go to 1960. If you break to the upside, well, I mean, upside potential, new all-time highs. You just keep the rally going. And if that rally keeps on going, on a conservative thought, you're looking for something like 49.37 or 63.64. Just to keep the continuation of the trend. We'll see. We'll see how this thing goes. It's just where it's sitting right now, it literally could go up or down. Anyways, that's QBTS. Let's go check out Link. I don't like where Link is. I don't like that. It looks primed and ready for a bounce. Don't get me wrong. Can you do a bat? A bat. Got you covered. Alright, so Link right now, if we do catch a bounce, I want to see what it does at 1640. If we catch a bounce, get a nice little bearish backtest up there, and then if it's a bearish backtest and we can like roll over, we're going to be looking for two things. Either the higher low or the continuation to the downside all the way to 1126. It's just not a really great spot to be like, yeah, I'm definitely going all in. It just, once again, the 4-hour stochastic looks terrible. We'll see how the market reacts with it, but it's just that 4-hour, not the best. Not the best. And then also, you can end up just looking at it from this perspective, like, oh, we're in a downtrend. So we expect the downtrend to continue if the 4-hour decides to be all poopy doopy. So we'll see how it goes. But I would like to see it test that 1614, all the same. Moving on. Nvidia. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, coming back down again. Damn, that thing had a rally. Almost got to the 217. Almost. I'm surprised nobody's asking for Netflix, honestly. I feel like you guys should have been asking for Netflix. They're about to have a 10-to-1 split. Y'all not asking about Netflix. President Trump has made over $1 billion from selling coins this year. Then his wife even made millions selling his coin. Yeah, probably. Probably. You know, they're not hard up for cash. Alright. Great. Nvidia could come straight down to 183. Would not be the weirdest thing in the world. Wouldn't be weird at all. You were having a level that was acting as resistance. You fell below it, sprung above it, got the higher high. Confirm this as support. We can continue the rally. Trump makes money off the fees. True. That's how it works. That is how it works. You can get rid of this because it doesn't matter anymore. What? That's what we're looking at. And then we'll be looking for new all-time highs if we hold support at 183. I just wouldn't feel comfortable getting into a fresh long up here. Sitting at 183 holding a support, I would feel better right there. I'd feel a lot better right there. I don't think Trump sold any of his Trump coin, if he even had any. Alright, let's go look at Dog and Me. I'm all about to get eye cancer. Wow, wait a minute. You got your breakout. You got a higher low, confirmation low. Dog and Me has the opportunity to rally. It has an opportunity. And considering what price action normally does, as soon as you break this level at 3538, you could be heading straight up to any one of these levels. One Up Trading, can you do BTC again? Wasn't here. Sure, we can check it out again. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So right now on the daily for Dog and Me, considering you are getting that confirmation low, as long as you don't go any lower, there is an opportunity you can go up and test not only what you tested previously, but going for that higher high is going to be a really big deal. So this thing could actually get a 70% move and a bearish backtest of the 200 daily moving average. That would be great. 5109, that would be the target for now. What do you think about dividend stocks? I like the concept. Inverse head and shoulders on 30 minutes? What are you talking about? Are you talking about for Bitcoin? Forming? I don't know. I don't pay attention to head and shoulders. They get invalidated often. Boy. Look at the 4-hour. 4-hour has room. Holy crap. Okay, that's weird. So this little POS coin, it realistically could see a 70% jump to the upside if bids come in. If people actually care about this thing, it could have that move to the upside. So we will see what it does in the future. SQD. SQD. Looks like we are still doing nothing. So we looked at this yesterday. This is the movement I would like it to take. Failure to launch. Tried to go up, failed. We're currently going down. We will see if we hold on to support at this 7147 level. If we don't, well, you got a level below you. That's 35% downside. We'll see what SQD does. But as of right now, yeah, you're showing major bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Let's hope and pray for a higher low. Let's hope and pray. Do you want to invest in dividends? Could you also do Cardano? Alrighty. I don't invest in anything with dividends right now. I probably will next year. Probably next year. But yeah, I haven't made a dividend yielding portfolio yet. That is something that I was looking into. And I like the idea of dividends. I really do. ADA. We shall check her out. Alright, I'm getting tired now, guys. This is getting bad. And my jaw hurts for some reason. Not sure why my jaw hurts. Hey, bat. Okay, this is a battery company. Oh, I might actually really like this one. Wow, look at you coming out of the depths of hell. Oh boy. Oh boy. If you can hold support right there, that would be great. Ooh. Alright, you're currently getting a nice back test after a major impulse to the upside. Consecutive higher lows. I'm thinking it's going to be difficult for price to come below 339. This looks pretty decent. Looking pretty decent. Rally back up to 607. Oh boy. Oh, that's what you did. Wow. Nice rally up there. And if it's any indication like what happened here, you're probably in for a pretty long consolidation before trying to rally straight back up to 1098. Your weekly's trying to reset right now, so that's going to take some time. Looking at your daily, daily's entering that bearish control zone. I'm thinking you chop around for a bit, honestly. Dropped a little, but I think it could be a big one in the next couple years. Yeah, no, this movement's good. Did I look at DGB or RSR? No, I did not. We will check it out. We should check it out. What's up, 2X? How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So yeah, the daily's pretty much reset. The weekly's not reset yet, so I think it's just waiting for the weekly. Wow, crypto looks like it's starting to catch the bids again. Might have to get back into that SPX trade. They scared me out. They scared me out. Now, looking at the daily, this level right here, that is going to be the level to beat. If you can get back above 470, great, awesome, love to see it. But based off your daily and your 4-hour, if you're catching bids here, you're probably going to chop between this 470 and 339 level for a while. So that's what I would be focusing in on right now. But eventually, yeah, you should see this thing get back up to 1098 and possibly even higher. But no, I kind of like this. I like the impulse up. I like what I'm seeing. I do like what I'm seeing. Battery companies should do pretty well. They really should. I think I'm going to get back in that SPX trade. I think I'm going to get back into it. As of right now, if it decides to catch real bids and starts like moving, you're going to be looking for 866 on a common retrace. That's kind of the target on your reaccumulation to the upside. 115% upside. All right. Let's go check out Bitcoin again. Let's see what's happening here. So Bitcoin, we are holding that 100,000 and 100,800. You close your short, you'll take 25%. Nice. Daily still looking pretty solid. The 4-hour time frame, the stochastic is what we're worried about. We're thinking the 4-hour might drag us down, but the 1 hour really wants to push us up. That 1 hour really wants to push us up. We are above the 50 simple moving average, which is nice. As of right now, if Bitcoin did come down, I would be looking for a lot of support. Sitting here at 102,168, and that's if it comes down. I don't know that they have the strength to push it down again. So right now, right this moment, if it decides to rally, I'm looking for 108,352 by tomorrow, really. I'm looking for another 4.8% to the upside. So pretty bullish right now on Bitcoin's price movement to the upside on a casual bounce on a Thursday. So Thursday, usually a lot of liquidity likes to come into the market for some reason. A lot of trading happens. But then if we break that 108, we could see 109,786 on a nice little common 618 golden retrace. That's what I'm thinking here. But yeah, I'm pretty bullish. Pretty gosh darn bullish. Pretty obnoxiously bullish. 15-minute looking solid. Reset the stochastic with a higher low. I like to see that. I really do like to see that. I'm getting back into my SPX trade. I'm gonna do it. Alright, Borky, good evening. Can you look at CRO and XTZ? Sure, Donkey Puncher. I'm now in a long. Nice. CRO and XTZ. Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, I gotta have a stop loss. That's fine. That's fine. Just looks like an inverse head and shoulders to you. I don't. You said on the 30-minute. I don't see what you see unless we come all the way down here, come back up, make that next shoulder, and then run. But I don't think we're going to get a pullback all the way back down to 100,800. Yeah, I don't see it the same way. We will see what happens, though. But no, I'm still thinking 4.8% to the upside. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Alright. I'm getting real tired, guys. I'm getting real tired. So we're going to try and fly through these last requests. And hopefully I give something accurate enough for you guys to make some money. Hopefully. So yeah, it's the 4-hour time frame we're worried about, guys. On ADA right now, losing that 58 cents was a really bad move. You're getting bullish divergence. Looking for a higher low. If you can get that higher low, then we're just looking for a nice common retrace. Nice little common retrace from the top of your consolidation to the bottom. That would bring you back up to 6421. Calling it no more requests. Blame me. That's funny. If I go fast enough, there won't be any more. But this could turn into an 18% move to the upside. Checking out the daily time frame, we just got a death cross, and we only almost tested the 200 daily once. Getting another back test of the 200 daily, it happens relatively often, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. So. But as of right now, I would be betting on this 18.64% to the upside. Jelly? No. No, I can't. Alright, moving on from ADA. DGB. Nice movement. Up 5% on the new day. Wow. This thing's moving and grooving. You have a resistance sitting overhead. 1332. when it's pumping like this, you're kind of just looking for levels of resistance. Support and resistance, support and resistance, support and resistance. You broke a level of support. If the rally continues, you're looking for the next level. And that happens to be 1332. From back here is where it got formed. All the way back in May of 2022. Cool. Oh, balls. Load that get. You are finding a lot of resistance at the 886 though. Interesting look. Digibyte's ripping. Nice. Nice. Let it rip. It's like Beyblade out here. Nice. On your 4 hour, you do have triple bearish divergence. Be on the lookout for pullbacks or a lower high. Once you get that first lower high, jump on out of there. The lower high is going to be detrimental to your gains. Here's your current uptrend. If you break the uptrend, you've been warned. You've been warned. Short squeezes do happen out of these, and if you happen to get the short squeeze, this thing's going to go way higher than you're expecting. You're probably looking at anywhere between this 31% to even getting all the way up to 1781, which would be higher, of course. So yeah, we'll see how this thing rallies, but if it decides to keep on going, looking like that 1618 could be getting touched. We'll see how the consolidation goes around this 886. Go from there later. Go from there later. Alright, RSR. RSR looking terrible. Looking like it's on death's doorstep. Below all support? No, not all support. Just most of it. You're hanging on by a thread. You're hanging on by a thread. So I guess if you're willing to take the risk, you could jump into a long now. Jump into that long now. The irritant you would have is the fact that you already had a V-shaped recovery, then you pulled back again. So now you're just looking at the possible 618. So, real easy to put a stop loss. Real easy. And then a possible 36% upside if it goes up. But real easy to put a stop loss here. So, as long as you stay above 4178, you're good, you're cooking, you're going up. As soon as you drop below it, get out. Run for the hills. Because it could be falling straight down to this level all the way at 2134 like it did in the past. So, be careful with that. Be very careful with that. Alright. CRO... Alright, CRO still could not make it above the box of death. Now you're sitting in the no man's land. Great. Awesome. Love that. Love that. I don't know where this thing can go. I would prefer it down here at 9314. I would really prefer it down there. But you're oversold. So you also could get a bearish backtest at 13958. You're below the 200. It's not looking good for CRO. It's looking actually really bad. But bearish backtests do matter. They do matter. 4 hours trying to make its way up. Still trying to see if you get a higher low. You do have bullish divergence on the 4, so that's good. And I'm guessing your 1 hour looks fine. Yeah, 1 hour looks fine. So right now, if I were trading this, stop loss would be just below 1186, and I would be thinking a test of 1399. So the possibility of this happening is what I'd be looking for, a 13.8% move to the upside. But that stop loss would be in place, and if it hit, I would switch to shorting right away, because you have support all the way down here at 9314. XTZ. XTZ Tezos. Alright, is this thing in Valhalla? Yeah, it is. Hey, positive. You're not at all-time lows. Let's look at the positive. You just tested all-time lows. That's good. That's great. I'm so happy for XTZ. That's phenomenal. Let's go to daily. Oh, that's gross. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so even if you do catch bids, you're not looking for much out of this. You're looking to get back up to 59.76 for now. Oh no. You're looking for 13%. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, stop loss just below that 49.53. Heck, I would have the stop loss on 49.53, honestly. If it touches 49.53 again, there's no telling how low it goes. This thing could be sitting on the other side of the world. We have no idea. Alright, last one, I guess. What am I doing with Jelly here? It's in the stratosphere. Probably was smarter that I said no. If you can stay above 15.69, great. Maybe more upside. This wick right here, I would not look at this thing until it got back down to 31057. That wick, that's a statement. That's no one should buy me ever again. That's really terrible. I don't like that wick. It's really horrible. So yeah, there's that. 4 hours getting low. You had major bearish divergence. If you can catch a bounce coming up, I mean, good luck on that one. If you catch a bounce, maybe you get back up to 387597. That's a big maybe, because these things could just bleed out. It doesn't look good. I wouldn't touch this with 10-foot pole. If I was in it, I would have taken profits. This right here is the problem. That is the biggest problem you could find on any chart. A giant wick to the upside and a huge red candle to the downside. That means even if the price gets back up there, they're ready to sell some more. So be careful with this one. But 886s are usually great areas to buy in. And an 886 on this bad boy would be all the way down here at 103405. Right down here. So that's what I got for you on Jelly. Alright, everybody, I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. Thank you for those who hit the like button. For those who did not, well, I hope you step on a Lego with bare feet on a cold day. Okay? Yeah, that's right. True pain. I will be back tomorrow for members only chat. Everybody will be able to see the live stream, but members only will be chatting. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to bed. You guys can check the links in the description below. Join the Discord. It's free for everybody. I'm out of here. Deuces, everybody. Peace. I'm out.